Hey YouTube, it's Olie138 here, doing deck of the month for October. The deck of the month is going to be a ritual deck. It's not super competitive. It's more the kind of deck you'll take to your locals, and you could do well with it. I know a friend of mine has won locals with a ritual deck. It had the same sort of basis as my one, but I didn't get the deck list off him. It was a couple formats ago as well. But this is just my build of rituals. It's kind of got like a dark engine to it, because obviously darks. I love dark decks, like my thing, I guess. And the ritual I'm basing it on is relinquished, so prepare to see some old cards. So start off the deck with Dark Arm Dragon. It's obvious. I play a lot of darks in this deck, so I threw him in there. Just gives me some OTK potential, and he's just a really good card. One Chaos Sorcerer, because 3 Manju of the 10,000 hands is a staple in ritual decks. So I thought, as I've got 3 lights already in here, I might as well just chuck a Chaos Sorcerer in there. So yeah, it's not like a Chaos deck, if you know what I mean. It's more of a deck that you can play a Chaos Sorcerer in. So he's good. One Gauze, just 2700 attack, +1. He's amazing. Tragodia. I like Tragodia. You do maintain hand advantage quite well in this deck, because all the new support and like Manju's at +1, Sangan, Morphing Jar type things. So he can be pretty big. Alright, next card, play 3 Relinquished. Relinquished is really beastly. It's one of the older cards in the game, and I got this when I first started playing actually. And basically what his effect is once per turn you can steal a monster from your opponent's side of the field and equip it to him. He gains the attack, and if he was going to be destroyed by battle, the card equips him to destroy instead, and your opponent takes the battle damage. So he's really, he's a 1-star ritual, so he's easy to get out, and you don't -1 yourself as much as you would with like a Demise or something. 3 Manju, the 10,000 hands. He's a light, so Chaos Sorcerer food, and basically he searches out your Relinquished or your Black Illusion ritual to get out Relinquished. He's a +1, which is always good because you do -1, so like a -2 technically to get him out. So he's a +1, so it's just a -1 then. So yeah, it's kind of very typical. 2 Dijin, the Presider of Rituals, or Releaser, it's one of the two. Basically what he does is, when he's used for a ritual summon, and that ritual monster, as long as the ritual monster's face up, your opponent cannot special summon. And when he's in your graveyard, you can remove him from play, and he acts as part of the cost for a ritual monster. So essentially, if you go Manju, if he's in the grave, you go Manju, search out Relinquish or the spell, and get Relinquish out using him. Your opponent can't special summon, and you haven't gotten any -1s. So yeah, he's really good. He's a dark as well. 2 Armageddon Knights to dump your Dijins and your Necrogun in the grave. And he's a dark. This fuels the graveyard for Dan and Chaos Sorcerer as well. 2 Mystic Tomatoes, good searcher. Searches out my Armageddon Knights, Sangan, and he just thins through the deck, puts darks in the graveyard, and he's overall really good. So yeah, like him. 1 Necrogardener, you can dump him with Armageddon Knight and use him to block an attack. Oh, you can use him for a ritual summon. 1 Morphing Jar to reload the hand, and just because you -1, you will -1 sometimes in this deck. That's just the truth. So you use him just to get some pluses. And yeah, he can actually be abused in this deck, so I'll show you later. Sangan's Dark Searcher, amazing card. Finish off the monsters, I play a Breaker. I was going to take him out for a Plague Spreader, but in testing I prefer a Breaker, because he just gets rid of back row, he's a big attacker, and I can sort of, I just like it more really. So yeah, Plague Spreader hasn't really got a place in this deck. It's 20 monsters altogether. For spells, we play 2 MSTs, which is, in my opinion, a staple. Reborn stuff. Doesn't work on Manju, but it'll work on like Armageddon Knight and stuff. Dark Hole. Law of Darkness, because this is a dark deck, so you can draw. Preparation of Rites is really good, because you can add a ritual monster from your deck to your hand and a ritual spell from your graveyard to your hand. So basically it's a +1 and it's an instant relinquished out on the field. So I really like that card. 3 Black Illusion rituals, obvious, to get out the Relinquished, and they're all magic cards. Yeah, don't know if you can see that, but they're magic cards. I've had them for a long time. and 3 Book of Moons, just for some control to protect my monsters. I can abuse Morphing Jar, Manju, Armageddon Knights with this card. It works so well in this deck. I don't know if you've noticed, but my playstyle is pretty much conservative control, so this deck sort of fits in with that. This is control. Yeah. Trap cards, you go Torrential Tribute, Call of the Haunted, which again doesn't work with Manju, but it's a good card. Solemn Judgments, staple really. Bottomlesses, control. And finish off the deck, I actually play 3 Jar of Greeds. I really like Jar of Greed in here. I tried Upstart Goblins, but it was, given my opponent 1,000 life points, was too heavy of a drawback for this particular deck. I'm not saying Upstart Goblin's bad, it's just, it's not the kind of card you can splash into any deck. And I really like the Jar of Greed. Reckless Greed's bad in this deck. Honestly, it's bad. I've tried it. Trust me. I've been playing with this deck for about a year now, on and off. Just play testing here and there. And this card's good because you can chain it. You can get some pluses of this card actually, and I just really like it. So yeah, that was the deck. Rituals. Hope you like it. It's kind of a bit different to my usual sort of deck, and yeah, if you want to try it out, go ahead and see how you do at locals with it. And tell me, yeah, your feedback, I guess. So yeah, this was a deck of the month October, if I didn't say that already, and see you later.